up, y'all? Welcome back to the channel. So I know I've been talking about it in a few of my videos about doing these gas tanks. Today I'm gonna go ahead and drop these things. I did raise the back end of my truck up a little bit higher, that way I can slide in up there. And I did put I put one of the stands down here, so in case that jack give out. But there's 8 bolts on each tank. See if I can get in here and see. So there's 4 right there. So those 2 and then those 2. So all 4 of them right there. And then there's 4 down there. I already took 3 of those out. I left 1. So as you can see, it's a total of 8 bolts per tank. And that's to drop the whole assembly and everything down. This will, yeah, like I said, this will drop everything down. So as you can see, I already took out a few of the bolts already. So I took them out, and what I did was I sprayed them down with some PB Blaster, and I got my big boy out, and it snatched them right out with no issues. Let me see if I can snatch out this side real quick. So getting up under there on the other side, that's gonna be a little difficult, but we're gonna work it out. Let's see, that's one of them right here. Uh-oh. I don't want to strip it. Let me try something else. The other ones came right out. I guess I did spray them, so let me spray them. I didn't spray this side. That side over there, I did spray this side. So I'm gonna spray them, let them sit, and I'm gonna just work on this side, and then I'll come back. All right. Okay, so what I did was I got my transmission jack that I got from Harbor Freight, and I put it up under the gas tank. That way when I take these bolts out, it won't just fall straight down. So I did spray all the bolts now and let them sit. And I got a 9/16 instead of that 15 millimeter, and that 9/16 is gonna get me there. So let me get on the hill so you can see what I'm looking at. And you can see I'm under the truck. So that's where the back bolts are. 1, 2, 3, 4, and I left that one in so I can get these out. And then the bolts over here are 1, 2, 3, and 4. So I'm gonna pull these bolts out. I did lower this. This is coming out anyway. So the old exhaust is coming out. So I removed that bracket, so it made it real easy to get to those bolts without trying to maneuver around this, which I'm not even gonna use. So I'm gonna go ahead and pull this out. Actually, I'm gonna just go ahead and drop the tank, and then I'll pull this out. Then I'll pull this out last. So let's see. There's another one. Is that the last one? No, it's one more. So as you can see, this thing snatches it right out. I love this 1/2 inch. You gotta be careful though, because it will strip some stuff real quick. So you gotta be careful with it, but it's working out for me. And I'll go ahead and take this last one out on this side. So that's all the ones from over there. And then I got this last one right here. I'm gonna go ahead and snatch this one out. And there she goes. And now I'm just gonna lower this thing down, and it's gonna take it right off. But before I do that, oh yeah, there is one right here, which is the ground strap that's holding it on. Of course, this is not the same size as it new, so I have to get this ground strap that they got right there. So I'll have to get that strap, and then I'm gonna pretty much do the same thing on this side. Here's the 4 bolts right here. So there's the 4 bolts right there that I gotta get out. And there's the other ones right here, down to here. This is your switch, the valve, which switches from tank to tank. So I do have a new valve because this one is not enough it's not enough PSI for it to hold for the LS fuel pumps. So I'll be removing this. I'm not gonna do this right now, but I am gonna remove this. And I think I'm gonna go ahead and I may remove these fuel lines as well that I'm no longer gonna need, because I'm gonna run the soft lines down all the way to the front. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna go ahead and get this tank dropped, and then I'll come back so you can take a look at it. As you can see, after I took all the bolts out, I just pushed it down just a little bit so I can get up in here. The only thing that's really holding it on right now is it's connected to these fuel hoses. So what I'm about to do is I'm about to cut these fuel hoses, this soft line. I'm gonna cut all 3 of them with some wire cutters. I'm gonna go ahead and cut them, and then I'm gonna drop this tank all the way down. I'm not sure what this goes to. Yeah, I'm not sure what this looks like. It might be the lights, for the lights. We'll see. It's cut already, so we'll see. But for right now, I'm gonna go ahead and cut that, and then we're gonna get this tank on up out of here. As you can see, I got the tank out. So the tank is finally out on this side, on the driver's side. And now I need to take the tank out on the passenger side. Now give me time to clean this up. I'm gonna go ahead and spray this off, put some degrees on it, and I'm gonna spray the whole frame. That way I can go ahead and paint it. So next is to go ahead and take these off, the same steps I did on this side. I'm gonna knock out on that side so I can go ahead and get them out. And then I'm gonna go ahead and sand those new tanks and clean them up. And I'm gonna clean these up. I'm gonna take these scraps right here, take these off. That way I can get this tank off, and I can clean this thing right here that holds the tanks on. So I'll clean, and we'll see if I need to put some new scraps in, the little stuff that's behind the scraps. I'm not sure what this is, but it looked like some cardboard. But it might be there for a reason, so I may put something behind it. So we'll see. But let me go ahead and get this other tank off, and I'll have both of them off, and I'll be back. So as you can see, I got both of the tanks out. This is driver's side. Walk over here. Move, King. This is the passenger side. So that's where the tanks are. I'm gonna clean it up. There's no rust out here, which is really good. As you remember from my other videos, I do have the cab mounts that I'm gonna change out as well. So I'm gonna do that. But here's the driver's side tank. Here's what the tank sits in, and this is why it pretty much rusts right here. So I took that down, pulled off the tank out of this, and this thing was full of dirt. So that's where the rust come from, when it sits in there over years and gets wet and it just sits. But luckily this tank isn't rusted out or anything. But this is right here. This is with it still inside. I haven't taken this one out, and all I do is I'm gonna take let's see, what size is this? 11/16. So I'm gonna take this 11/16, and I'm gonna take this nut off. Uh-oh. Okay, I'll be back. I can't do it with one hand. I need to hold the thing, so I'll be back. But I'm gonna take this 11/16, and I'm gonna take both of these bolts off, and then I'm gonna use my little small pry bar to bend this back just a little bit so I can get these tanks out. So I'll be right back. All right, so this is what I'm about to do. I got my daughter holding the camera, so I'm about to go ahead and take this off, take these straps off. Like I said, this is 11/16. Oh wow, this thing is on there tight. I probably should have sprayed some on it. All right, then I'm gonna go ahead and knock out this one. Hopefully it comes off. Back up, back up. All right, so I got them off. I'm gonna take this. Ooh, that thing is hot. So I'll let that sit right there. So all I'm doing is taking this and bending this back just a little bit so I can get the tanks up out of there. So I'm gonna pry these down, and as you can see, the tanks start moving a little bit. So back up somebody, I don't want nothing to flash. Splash. There we go. Now you see, you get this end out of this little crevice, and then we in there. Push the straps back. And there she goes. All right, thank you, bro. All right, so I got the other tank off. As you can see, this is where the rust come at. When you get stuff stuck in here, it starts to form rust right up in there. So I'm gonna get these cleaned up. I'm gonna spray them, and I'm gonna wash these down, and I'm gonna get them all nice and clean, both of these. So when I put the new tanks in, these will be nice and clean. All right, so I'll be back in a minute. All right, so I got the tanks off. As I showed, I cleaned up. I don't even know what these things call, whatever they call. I cleaned them up. What I'm gonna do is I'm probably gonna scuff up the metal part. I'm gonna scuff up the metal part, and I'm gonna paint it with some rust inhibitor. And then I'm gonna spray it back black. So that's what I'm gonna do. I was gonna take it apart. I think there's like 2 other screws. There's one that hold them on the bottom here, and then there's one back here. I was gonna take it off, but I said, you know what, I'm not even gonna take it off. I'm just clean it up, paint it, stick the new tanks in it, and then keep it going. Today took a little longer than what I expected, so tomorrow well, it's supposed to rain tomorrow, so we'll see. But I'm gonna clean up these tanks. I wanna go ahead and prep them, go ahead and spray them. That way I can get the tanks in those little tank carriers, whatever they call, and just have those ready to go back in. So I need to scrub and scuff up the frame. That way I can go ahead and paint it. So tomorrow I'm gonna work on a little bit more. Not sure if I'm gonna keep this video going or I'm gonna stop it, but we'll see. We'll see. I did get a lot accomplished today with these tanks and cleaning them up and stuff. So I'm happy with it. I wanted to get a little bit more accomplished, but it's all good. So, all right, if this is your first time, make sure you like, comment, subscribe, hit the little bell notification so it'll let you know whenever I'm about to drop whenever I drop a new video. All right, I'll catch y'all next time.